Hello. Today is the 9th of June 2020. It's a Thursday. I'm on my way to work. I just have something I want to share with you very quickly. It's about those people who talks about their kid to other people. Am I making that clear? It's like some people like to talk about their kid to other people, whether it's at work or at a party or over the phone or whatever, you know. I mainly want to talk about that because I am a victim of that kind of stupid stuff. Alright? At work, there's this one lady who's probably my mother's age, who has a kid who's going to college this year, and she's obviously very proud of the kid, and she would just constantly talk about it to me. I don't know why. Probably because I'm not that off, you know, the age-wise with her kid, so she feels like, you know, I must have been able to appreciate the conversation, which I'm not. Let me tell you why. Like the great George Carlin once said, who is my favorite comedian, and you know, I've heard a lot of his bits on the internet. I don't have the pleasure of ever going to one of his real events, but holy shit, this car is motherfucker. Yeah, it's, you know, there's, you know, we have an exit, and you're supposed to go on the rightmost lane to go to the exit, but some people just take advantage of driving all the way until the very end, then they go to the right lane so they can save a lot of time for themselves. I do this sometimes, but I never stop the traffic. Like that motherfucker over there just slowed the whole lane down for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. You have to make a very sharp brake. So anyways, like the great George Carlin once said, nobody cares about your kid. Alright, nobody give a fuck about your kid because they're your kid, so you can give a fuck about them. I'm paraphrasing, of course. I don't remember exactly how I said it. And that's completely true, you know? Like, your kid might be the most interesting thing, most valuable thing in this world, and they should be, alright? Because they're your kid. They don't mean shit to other people, alright? I think most people understand that. I don't know if they understand that. Sometimes they can be so blind because they love their kids so much. They want to talk about their kids so much, and they forget sometimes it's none of other people's business. Other people don't give a fuck about your kid, alright? So, why do I have to listen to conversations about your kid? How accomplished your kid is? How, you know, how he has great grade at school? How he's able to do small businesses before even going to college? How he almost got a 1600 in the SATs, but you know, near hit or near miss, whatever. You know, like those conversations don't interest me. I've been through that. I was a student. It wasn't the best time of my life. I hated study. Why do you have to brag about it? Your kid to me. Like, I don't understand. And it's not fair. It's not fair because I can understand how, you know, two parents, like with different kids, of course, not like two parents with the same kid in the family. Two parents, let's say they're co-workers at school, they talk about their kid to each other. I can understand that, okay? Because they have a need to share about their kid. Alright? So even though nobody else cares about their fucking kid, but they still get to share it to the other people. So, you know, because they also listen to the other people sharing about their kid. It's like a mutual benefit situation. Alright? I tell you about my kid, which you don't give a fuck about. In turn, I can listen to you talk about your kid, which I don't give a fuck about. And we both pretend that we're enjoying the conversation. You know, that's a little sacrifice for a big gain. The gain is that we get to talk about our kids. It's like very satisfying to brag about your own kid. You know, that situation I totally understand. I completely, you know, for. But why do you have to talk to me? You know, I don't have a kid. See, that's the thing. I can never, you know, I'm the only party that's suffering a loss here. I gotta listen to your fucking stories about your fucking kid who I don't give a fuck about. Alright? And then in turn, I don't have a bunch of stories about my kid to tell you so you can, you know, return the favor. There's no, you know, quid pro quo here. Okay? I'm the party that is suffering only. That's not fair. All right, go talk to other people who also have kids who can probably, take 20 minutes of your working hour and bother you about their kid. That's a situation where two people are equal or fair. It's not fair to me. I would love it to talk about, things I'm interested in. Hopefully the thing that me and the other party of the conversation are both interested in, like games or movies or traveling. Maybe not traveling. Traveling is like, but okay, traveling. And, like even philosophy, sometimes if you're in the right mood, okay? Like, I would totally enjoy that conversation. One day I was sitting in the cafeteria eating lunch, and this guy, Matt, in our company, came in and was like, was at your desk near the Christoph's? I was like, yeah. And he said, did you have a poster of World of Warcraft map on your computer? I was like, yeah, dude. And then we had like a 20-minute conversation about World of Warcraft. That was great. Okay, I enjoyed that conversation. I think both of us did. And that was a great conversation. It's like nobody has to suffer from the conversation. So some people just don't understand how when they're talking about shit that only they care about, they're inflicting a lot of pain and a lot of unfairness to other people. And it's it's like the workplace. You can't simply say, hey, I don't want to talk to you. You can say that on the street, maybe. Like, I say it all the time when people want to. It's like the same thing. It's like people on the street of New York approaches you to sell you an agenda they're doing. Like they're raising money for the kids. Not kids. They're raising money to clean up the ocean. They're raising money to fight AIDS or whatever. I don't give a shit about those topics. Certainly not care them enough to give you money. So I want to stop the conversation as soon as possible. So I either walk away or I just say, hey, sorry, I don't have time, or I'm not interested. That's totally fine, because you're never going to meet those people ever again. You can afford to be rude, but in a workplace, you can't do that. Especially when you're, it's especially annoying when you're busy. It's like I was dealing with, work stuff. I was pretty busy, preparing some HPLC chromatograms, and I was in the middle of work, and she just came over and said, oh, hey, my kid, my kid. Oh, it's so frustrating. Anyway, I feel a little bit better to after I share it. Okay, and the thing is about this video is that nobody ever is gonna see it, and if they do, it's their own choice. Okay, I'm not forcing anyone to hear about my problems, which I'm the only person who should care about. Nobody else give a fuck about my problem. That's fair. So to those people who constantly share about their kid to other people who don't have kids, or who don't like to share things about their kid, please stop. Okay, it's not fair. It's annoying, and other people can't just say no to you. All right, yeah, that's it. All right, hopefully you have a good one. I'll see you next time.